Put this on the scale. Looking at 171 grams. Let's compare that to this Milwaukee, 123 grams. All right, we're going to start with Stanley Black & Decker here. Look at some of their brands. They've got DeWalt, Black & Decker, Craftsman, Stanley, Lenox, which we're looking at today, Irwin, and a few other here like Bostitch, Facom, Mac Tools, Porter Cable, Proto, and USAG. So let's take a look at Lenox, and they've got their little motto here, "We hungry." You know what I'm saying? But let's look at these fast facts, because our pockets ain't empty. Because they were founded in 1915. They are sold or marketed in 70 countries. And in 2017, Lenox Tools joined Stanley Black & Decker family of brands. So Stanley Black & Decker bought them out. In 2021, they came out with a app for metal fabricators. Then it started getting some awards. And it looks like in 2021, they got even hungrier. And Lenox gets a sharp brand logo refresh inspired by the wolf himself. And now they are focusing on sustainably packaged items, it looks like here. All right, looking at their catalog here, this is their tool catalog. And we see a lot of they are known for Sawzall blades or reciprocating saw blades. They have a history of recip leadership. So in 1977, they were the first to create a bimetal reciprocating saw blade. Of course, that's after Milwaukee came out with the first Sawzall in 1951. Then in 2014, they created this Power Arc curve blade. Then in 2016, they got the Power Blast. 2017, Laser CT, Demolition CT. Right, they started increasing the life. 2020, they made some newer ones. And then in 2022, they introduced their Wave Edge technology. Awesome. And you can see here, all right, this is their new logo, as we saw at the top, with the wolf there and their motto. You'll see a lot of these tools in here are actually the old logo. All right, but they're also letting us know that these are made in the US with global materials, something that Stanley Black & Decker is able to do and markets on a lot of their tools. But nonetheless, let's look at some hand tools here. And these snips are showing off the new logo on the handle. So I'm guessing these are pretty new. And they also have a competitive cross-reference here with Malco, Midwest, Wiss, which is Crescent, Klein, Clank, DeWalt, Stanley, and Milwaukee. Just sounds like a bunch of noises I'm making. Klein, Clank, DeWalt. Okay. And they've got HVAC tools. So this, obviously the snips and stuff like that. These seamers having the new logo on them. Starting getting into utility knives. They got a Hawkbill. It's got the old logo. Auto reload. Retractable. Old logo. Old logo. Still the same thing. And here we can kind of see this LXHT10601. We can see it's a fixed blade folding utility knife, except they're not telling you that it has bit storage and all this other kind of stuff. But we'll take a look at that here in a second. Here's their all-in-one screwdriver, so whether it's a 6-in-1 or a 9-in-1. And again, this is the old logo, and this is the old one that they've had for many, many years. Then we start getting into these single individual ones. Now, if we look at their Instagram here, you can see they got some parallel pliers wrenches. They've got the new Lenox screwdriver there. A lot of the new logo stuff. So this is all after they were bought out basically by Stanley Black & Decker. Oh, anyway, enough of this. Let's get some hands-on. All right, let's take a look at these. So this is the new Lenox. You can tell by the different logo here. It's got the wolf in the O. This is their utility knife with the built-in blade storage and the bit driver. Now this doesn't have the quick flick like a lot of the popular ones do currently, but you can still open this one-handed. Now there's a little indicator there. It says 45 degrees. So we'll move our lock over, and then you can see the unlock right here, and then you can press this down and the blade comes out. So that's useful, sort of. I mean, it's not gonna fling out at you when it's fully open because you can't push it down. So it's locked in there nicely. It does have the little notch here for stripping wire or cutting cord or something like that. Could be useful. It's got a lot of area here to put your thumb on it, which is nice. So if you're doing something, nice big area there. Good purchase. Close that up. And then on this side, we've got this little slide. And you can open that up to reveal, comes with the number 2 square, Robertson, whatever you want to call it. And then 2 blade storage. And then our bit driver here. It says, caution, close the blade before you open this. I'm sure somebody did it. And you can close this. You don't have to have this open, actually. It does close and open without it. So there we got our number 2. There is a magnet inside of there. That's what retains this bit. This is all metal on here, so that's nice. So let's take a look at the blade storage. It is a little difficult to get to it, but it's not too bad. You just get your phalanges in there. There's 2 blades. Stores right in there. There's no magnet. It's just kind of like a friction fit, retention. And then our other bit inside of there. So that's useful. I was thinking of maybe modifying it to taking this off and putting a small apex holder or extender and then using a double-sided bit. That might be kind of cool. Comparable to some of the other ones that are out there. But I've been carrying this guy around. I actually helped one of my buddies fix his carburetor with a Phillips bit. It does have detents here. So you have a detent there. Kind of clears your fingers a bit. And then all the way out. And it's pretty solid. Both detents. This one's a little more loose, but still it's not going to move around. Then you close it down all the way. Belt clip. I do like the belt clip. It's not a wire one like some of the other ones like Milwaukee and stuff like that. They have a wire. I really don't like those. These are not, they don't hurt your hand when you squeeze on it or hold it. And it does a good job of going into your belt or your pocket. It's got good tension on it. So I really enjoy this one. I think it's going to be a really great one for long time use. I'm sure the paint is going to chip off, but this is all metal construction, all aluminum. Even this cover is aluminum. The only plastic is the bit holder, actually. So this is the only plastic part in this tool is the additional bit holder. And of course you can change these bits to whatever you want. If you need a flathead, put a flathead. If you need a T25 or something like that, put a T25, or even a security type bit or something like that. You can swap them out. The little detent here, there's a piece of metal with a spring, and it just moves back and forth, and it catches on that little hook there. So there we have it. I like it. Like I said, I like the belt clip a lot better. on this than say the like these Milwaukee ones. I really don't like these. They're not very comfortable when you're holding it or you're trying to come up here. It just gets up on your hand or your palm. It is nice that these, flip back and forth. Actually, I have another one. This guy, I even removed the clip because it was annoying. But it is nice to be able to flip them open. But it's not that big of a deal for me, honestly, when you can just grab this, open it, and you're good to go, all one-handed. So this is the new one, like I said. It's got the new logo on it. Not too sure on the differences besides the logo. They might have changed some things here and there. Show you the packaging it came in. So you can see this is their old logo, right? And it gives you all the same information on here. It does have a limited lifetime warranty. Comes with 3 blades. We go to the back here and it says handle made in China, blade made in the US with global materials. And I'm sure the bits are probably also made in China. But there's that clue that blade made in US with global materials. That's that Stanley Black & Decker type thing, right? Where they're saying they made tools in the US, but it's just with global materials. Which, I mean, at least they're made in the US, but so this is the packaging for that one. Now the packaging for the Lenox screwdriver, the 9-in-1, has the updated logo on it. And if it also has the limited lifetime warranty. If we go on the back side, where is it at? Down here. So it says made in Taiwan with bits manufactured in Vietnam. So that's better, honestly, than being made in China. And you can see all the different bits that it comes with and all the different information on it. There's the part number, LXHT10601 and I was able to find this guy at Menards, actually. Only paid about $11 for it, so that's actually really cheap. The knife, however, was $18, not on sale or anything like that, and I got it from Amazon, and it actually didn't even show. The image on Amazon is the old logo. So if you order one, you might get the new one. I'm not sure. And I'm sure maybe they'll even change the packaging to show the new logo that they're going with. Back to this. So I really like these 6-in-1s or 9-in-1s as compared to an 11-in-1 because you get this larger double-sided bit, which gives you a bit more reach into something when you're trying to get, say, into a contactor or something that's kind of recessed, a breaker. This gives you a little more room and allows you to get in there and unscrew without having obstructions. The other side is just your standard, normal, double-sided bits. So it comes with number 1 and number 2 square, a 3/16 and a number 1, and then this acts as your 1/4-inch nut driver. Then this is your 3/8 nut driver, and then your 5/16 nut driver. So it's really nice. The one thing I liked most about this is the handle. This is like a hard plastic here. This is that same acetate type handle. And then you've got the new logo and it's embossed onto there. And then just acetate there or whatever new plastic they're using. And then this over molding, which feels really great. It's pretty slim. It's not overly big, and it's a good length. Now, my all-time favorite 9-in-1 has been this Hillmore 9-in-1. It's pretty similar in construction, at least, lengthwise. and I just liked this smaller, slim handle, and this is kind of like a four-sided grip, and it does a really good job. And I've really enjoyed this. I think I bought this guy in like 2014 actually. 2014. If I find a screenshot, I'll put it somewhere. But it's been my favorite. I've had it for what, 10 years now, so it's held up really well. And I've gotten other ones, like I got this Weehaw that's made in the US, but it is just, it's huge compared to the Lenox here. I mean, look at all that extra handle there. There's other ones, of course, even like this Impact 11-in-1. These are kind of nice, but they're really quite heavier. And if you're carrying around a small tool pouch or something like that, all of this weight adds up. So actually, let's weigh some of these. So this guy is going to be hefty because it's all metal, with the exception of the bit holder that's plastic. So let's put this on the scale. Looking at 171 grams. Let's compare that to this Milwaukee, 123 grams. What about this old Craftsman made in China, 136. I've kept this guy around for one reason really only, and it's that it locks in different positions. It locks in that position, locks there, and straight. I wish more of these did that. I don't like the lock on this one. It's very flimsy and easy to pull back if you're doing something, and the blade will come right out. And there you can see it's made in China. I'm not sure if this is very similar to the, it looks very similar to the Gordon over at Harbor Freight, but I don't know. I've just kept this one around. It's got a carpet cutter on it for now. So this one's definitely hefty. I don't have the Milwaukee one because I don't care for it. And I'll probably put a different bit in here. Probably put a flathead. That'll be a little more useful for me. Or you could always change it to whatever you're doing, really. Just depends. Coming in at 198. My trusty favorite, 206. The Weehaw, 211. And the Klein at 217. So it'll just depend. If you're trying to lighten up the load, this one is a lot lighter. And like I said, I really enjoy this grip. This is a nice grip here. It's not overly big. It's pretty slim. And we'll see if Lenox continues to make some of these new tools now that Stanley Black & Decker owns them. Maybe we'll get some better offerings. Maybe they'll start competing with Milwaukee and Klein and stuff like that. Now, price-wise, like I said, I paid, what, $18 for this Lenox compared to the Milwaukee. The Milwaukee one's going for either $20 or $15 depending. The Klein is going for $20. The Tough Built's going for $16, and the Heart is like $11 if you want to play around with that toy. But let me know what you guys think. Put it down in the comments. Before Lenox, I mean, I used to see them at stores, at plumbing supply stores, at HVAC supply stores, and a lot of people had them, and it was a big chunkier handle. Maybe I'll put a picture somewhere in here of the older one, and I just was never interested in it. This was all white, but this is quite nice. So I'm going to be using this and this guy right here as my dailies and see how they do. Maybe do an update, see if anything changes, see how well this holds up. I think the weakest part would be this little door or this access here. I think that would be maybe the fail point, but I think it'll be all right. That's all I got for you guys today. Stick around for some of these other videos. Consider subscribing, hit that like button, and as always, have a good one.